Hi, welcome to SBR Videos. I'm Peter Loshak. We are previewing Week 4 in the NFL. We're talking right now with Joe Duffy from OffshoreInsiders.com, who once again is going to take 5 NFL games that I asked him to take, and he's done phenomenally well with them with us in our videos so far this year. His record, if you haven't watched any of our other videos, 14-5 against the spread over the last 2 weeks. That's a pretty solid record there, Joe Duffy. Thanks for being back with us.
It is pretty solid. I know a lot of gamblers out there just want to know who's hot, but we've been doing this for 27 years.
All right, so give a plug for OffshoreInsiders.com before we get your thoughts on Jacksonville, San Diego.
Yeah, no, I know a lot of new people enter the sports betting, enter the fun hobby to have. So I've been around for 27 years professionally. Anybody who cares about long-term profit is with me, or if you're just a youngster new to this, you're going to be with me for many years to come. Forget about the fact we've just won lately. We've been winning for 27 years full-time. Joe Duffy's picks now at OffshoreInsiders.com.
All right, Joe, San Diego is a 13-point home favorite. The total's 44.5 or 45, and they're off an impressive road win at Buffalo. They're now 3-0 against the spread on the year. The Jags last week had their 3rd straight ATS loss and over. All 3 of their games have gone over. All 3 of their games have been ATS losses for them. And now Blake Bortles is going to be starting for the Jags, right? And so I'm thinking that the Jags defense looking pretty weak there. San Diego should be able to put up the points at some point in this game. Probably Jacksonville is going to keep trying to make things happen on offense just to get Bortles acclimated. So my thoughts here are, a 13-point spread. I'm usually ignoring double-digit spreads in the NFL. I'm thinking maybe a shot with the over 45.5 might be worth a play. What do you think, Joe?
Yeah, no, I'm actually going to go with Jacksonville here.
Okay.
Admittedly, a couple of our key indicators, they're somewhat contradictory. We talk about the margin of cover a lot. Jacksonville is minus 18 at 0-3 against the spread. So they're a legitimate 0-3 against the spread. Meanwhile, San Diego, one of the best teams in the NFL spread-wise, where they are covering games this year by a wide margin. So you have one of the best spread teams, and again, not just based on the ATS record, but again, based on margin of cover. But really going back to the Pete Rozelle era, there is true parity, and margin of cover in NFL is where it's weighed the least. We don't completely ignore it. Keep in mind, general rule of thumb, because of the public perception, no surprise that large underdogs are very good. In fact, favorites of 10.5 or more, and a team that has a winning percentage of 200 or above are only 343, 425, and 11 against the spread. So that says generally go with big underdogs. The only exception is if it's clearly a superior team that has a bad record and they really want to take out their frustrations. That's the only time you ignore it. That is not the case here. But most importantly, this is one of the reasons we're kind of throwing out the margin of cover. Philip Rivers is yet another one of those quarterbacks that we've said over the years, predictably unpredictable. Just when things are going well for Philip Rivers and he's laying a ton of points, that's when we fade him. We've seen this movie before. I'm taking the points.
Yeah, I could easily see, even if San Diego gets up by 20 or 24, that Jacksonville keeps trying and pushing and gets Bortles some good game speed reps and maybe even gets a backdoor cover here one way or another. So, yeah, if there is a sharp side in this one, I'm pretty sure it's going to wind up being Jacksonville, not San Diego. Thanks so much. Joe Duffy from OffshoreInsiders.com. Talk to you next week.
The SBR Network offers free sports picks and game breakdowns. Big money free betting contests year-round, a real-time Vegas-style odds monitoring service, and much more. So come see for yourself. To stay updated on SBR news and promotions, follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and Google+, and do be sure to subscribe to the Sportsbook Review YouTube channel to catch all our daily sports shows.